Kazi yetu sisi ni kukufikishia wewe habari zote kali pale tu zinapojiri. Sasa ili habari zetu zinakufikia, tafadhali bonyeza maneno mekundu subscribe chini ya video hii, kisha itakuja kengele. Ibonyeze pia. Asante.
Good afternoon. I have received the news of the brutal attack on the Chadema national chairman and leader of the official opposition in Tanzania Parliament, Honorable Freeman Aikaeli Mbowe, with great shock and dismay. Honorable Mbowe was attacked at his official residence by unknown assailants and suffered a broken ankle and other serious injuries. He remains hospitalized in Dodoma, Tanzania's legislative capital. While we await the official response to the cowardly attack, it is difficult not to connect it directly with the policies of President Magufuli's government. The attack is eerily similar to the attempted assassination on me on September 7th of 2017. Honorable Mbowe was attacked at his official residence, a heavily guarded government housing compound just behind the housing complex where I was attacked 2.5 years ago. Like in my case, the security guards manning the entry to the compound were conveniently removed to allow the assailants free entry and exit. It took place in the midst of ongoing parliamentary budget session, when security in Dodoma is normally at its highest and at its tightest. Honorable Mbowe has been particularly targeted for brutal persecution by President Magufuli's government. He has had his farming and hospitality businesses physically destroyed by government agents on President Magufuli's direct orders. He has been relentlessly persecuted through trumped-up sedition charges in the courts of law. Hardly 2 months ago, he and the other senior leaders of the party were sentenced to 6 months imprisonment or pay hefty fines, allegedly for sedition. They were all released after millions of shillings in voluntary donations were collected to set them free. Now, with only 10 days to go before the parliament is dissolved and 4 months away from the general elections, he has been brutally attacked and grievously injured. I call upon leaders, members and supporters of Chadema and the people of Tanzania generally to remain steadfast and vigilant during this time of great trial against our party and its leaders. These are desperate actions of a desperate regime that has been completely discredited inside the country and internationally. The repression has not deterred us in the past. It will not frighten us now. It must, on the contrary, spur us to greater vigilance, more determination, and even greater energy in our preparations for the showdown in October of this year, when we should put an end to these 5 years of tyranny. I urge our regional partners in the East African community, the Southern African Development Community, and the international community at large, not only to condemn this dastardly attack on the democratic opposition and demand an end to the repression. Our neighbors and regional partners and the international community should take tangible action against the regime. Public condemnations must go hand in hand with concrete actions against the Magufuli regime and those of its officials and agents who perpetrate these crimes. We have repeatedly called on the international community to tie its economic, financial, political, and diplomatic support to the Magufuli regime to the change in its behavior in the respect for human rights, rule of law, and democracy. We do so again now. In an election year, This is particularly important as it will send an unmistakable message that the international community is gravely concerned by these developments and will not accept anything less than free.
Ili kuwa mwanafamilia bora wa Limo Media, usisahau kusubscribe, kucomment, kulike na kushare.